Hello, my darlings. How are you? Welcome once again to the online classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School. How are my darlings doing? I hope you are all doing fine. So quickly, let us move into our class. Today, I am going to teach you a poem. The name of this poem is Beauty. So my dear children, tell me, what according to you is beauty? Who is the most beautiful person on earth? And what are the qualities that you can say makes a person or a thing beautiful? Is it the color? Is it the size? Is it the shape? Or is it something else? Tell me, what do you think about beauty when you are giving me your answers in the review question? Now, do you know what I find as beautiful? For me, there are so many beautiful persons on this earth. And do you know who are the most beautiful? It is my dear darling students. Yes, it is you, every one of you. That smile on your face, the way you come and call me Nida ma'am, the love that you give me, those are the most beautiful things that I find on earth, my lovely dear students. The poet is describing something what he finds as beautiful. Let us get into the poem and find out what he finds beauty in. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and the people working or dancing for their harvest. So here the poet is telling that he finds beauty in the many colors of the daylight. What are the colors that he speaks about? The yellow sunlight, the green trees, the many colored birds, and of course also in the happiness and the joy of people when they are dancing and singing and enjoying the harvest, and when they are cutting their crops after a long months of toil and hard work. They finally get the produce from their farms. That enjoyment that they have, the poet feels even that joy is also beautiful. So in the daylight, he finds so many things beautiful around him. But during night time, when it is dark and everything is so black around us, is there a beauty? Of course there is a beauty at night time too. Let us look into the next stanza for that. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting, anything in earnest. So how do one enjoy beauty at night time? The poet says that beauty is heard and felt during night time. The sound of the wind and the rain is something which is so very peaceful and soothing inside. Isn't it? When we are going to sleep, when we hear that pitter-patter sound of the rain, doesn't it make us very comfortable to sleep? Don't we enjoy our sleep at that time? The cold wind and the sound of the rain? Of course, that is so beautiful. And even a singer singing at night. Chanting means singing. So when a singer is singing, and he's singing with full love and emotions from the deep inside his heart, there is an emotion that is coming out. We feel that we are taken into some other world. So that singing is also so beautiful according to the poet. But is there something more that we can describe about beauty? All that beautiful things that we are seeing around us, It is all that we are seeing or hearing. But the real beauty or the true beauty is something which is felt inside. Often we give much importance to external beauty. Like for example, when we see a girl or a boy, that beautiful features, if that girl has got a long nose or long hair or pointed fingers, if a boy has got full muscles and well six-pack body, we feel, oh, so nice, so beautiful, so handsome to see. We give so much importance to that, don't we? Like in the movies, all our actors in the film field, we say that, wow, that person is so beautiful. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, so beautiful. Manju Warrier, so beautiful. Dulquer Salman, so handsome. And who else? So many of our favorite actors are there. We say they are so handsome, so beautiful. But are these features only that is beautiful? These features fade away. When a person gets old, our face becomes wrinkled, our hair will become white. At that time, we say, oh, so ugly. So that is what the poet is trying to explain to us. External beauty is not the real beauty. Then what is the real beauty? Real beauty is your good behavior. Because your good behavior remains forever. External beauty is only temporary. It can fade away. It can change. It can die. A beautiful red apple, you keep it outside for 2 days, it becomes decayed and black and worm starts coming out from it. Isn't it? So it can decay, it can die, it can fade away. But true beauty is your inner qualities. The good thoughts that you are having and the good words that you are speaking and the good actions that you are doing. Those are the real beauty. And that's what he explains in the 3rd stanza. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your works, in your dreams, in your work and even in your rest. The poet says that good behavior should be a part of our life. It should repeat. Repeat means what? All the time. It should be coming out from us. Whenever we are speaking to people, it is not that we will speak good to one person and bad to another person. That is not beauty. When we are speaking good to all the people all the time, that is our real beauty. We should be kind to people. We should share things with others. We should show sympathy to others. We should say truthful things. All those good qualities should be a part of our life and we should always show that. All the time. From a small child to an old person, our behavior should be similar to everyone. Even when we are resting, even when we are working. All the time it should come out from us. That is real and true beauty. So have you understood? So my dear children, I'm sure that all my 6th standard darlings are very beautiful, not only for seeing but in their behavior also. That is why I love you all so much. Such good qualities you are having. So work hard. Every day you should work hard and make sure that you are beautiful in your words and deeds. Okay, my children? So with this, we are concluding today's small and beautiful poem. We will meet again in the next class. Till then, study your notes and do your test paper. And stay beautiful always. Thank you.